All right, we gotta spice it up. Spice it up.
Spice it up.
Listen, to intro this episode, right? To intro this episode, I got an announcement to make, bro.
Oh.
So remember, I told you like last couple episodes, I went to my allergy appointment.
Oh, for your like lactose intolerance sort of thing.
I'm clear.
What do you mean you're clear?
I ain't got no allergies.
What?
I ain't got. They didn't find anything.
Wait, what the fuck did they do to you?
No, they did like a skin prick test, and they looked through some of my records.
A skin prick test.
So what they do is like they look like they
No. A skin prick test.
Yeah, wait, what?
I don't know. That sounds a bit saucy to me.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
They're like, here's my prick on your skin.
Fucking hell. But, fucking hell. Alright, so, yeah, I ain't got no allergies. They check me, bro. I'm good.
So you can drink milk?
Yeah, bro, I've been going ham. I've been going McDonald's.
And you ain't been like...
Yeah, I ain't been bad.
Wait, what the fuck then? Because you did.
No, because, like, they said that I got some condition where my, what do they call it? What's that thing that that goes crazy in your body is when you have like an allergic reaction?
Hormones? No, not hormones.
Fuck. Damn. But it's like this thing in your body. So what's it? You got like when you got hay fever, what do you take? You get like a,
like an antihistamine.
Antihistamine, yeah. So it says these things called histamines in your skin react when certain unidentified things come into your body. Blah blah blah. And he said sometimes people just have that shit where they just react to nothing, just out of nowhere.
What the fuck?
So that could be me. I literally could react to anything.
So you thought it was like milk and dairy and stuff like that?
Yeah, but it wasn't. It's not nothing.
And you've been going ham on dairy products and you've been fine?
I've been fine.
You look happy. You've got the smile on your face.
I made like a legit mac and cheese. I had like a milkshake. I've been drinking coffee with like regular milk and shit. Oh my god, it feels great, man. I feel like a new man, man. I feel like I've been missing something. I had a Twix. I hadn't had a Twix in 2 years.
Oh, Twix are banging.
I love Twix, bro.
What's your favourite?
No, sorry, not Twix. Kit Kat. I had a Kit Kat.
Oh, Kit Kat's okay, this is very quick, and I really like this. What top 5 chocolate bars? Go.
Twix, Kit Kat, Milky Way, Snickers, Kinder Bueno. Done.
Ooh, so Kinder Bueno. Mm-hmm. I love a classic dairy milk.
Ooh,
you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Kit Kat's up there.
Uh-huh.
A Mars bar.
Okay.
And anything dark chocolate. That's it.
Oh wow. Ooh. You know what? Let's put underrated chocolate right now.
Underrated.
What right now? Milky Way crispy roll. You know the little two little ones?
Yeah. 100.
Ooh wee.
Do you know what's fire? Do you know what's underrated as well?
What's underrated?
Because I don't think people they see it, they never ever buy it. Have you ever seen a bar called Tony bars?
Yeah,
they're nice. They're not Cadbury's, but they're nice. Bars.
You know,
they look like a Wonka bar.
What is that? You know what? You're taking my brain to another planet right now. There's like a bar. It's literally just syrup and peanuts. I fucking can't remember. What is it called again?
You can't Google syrup and peanuts.
Peanut bar. This is like English.
Maybe.
Mr. Tom. You have never. No, fam, this is like a.
Let me see this.
Mr. Tom.
Oh yes. No. Whoa.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, no.
You've seen that in the shop, innit?
Yeah.
Fam, I know it looks like some shit like that's off like Monty Python, but the shit is fire.
Hey, do you know what? I don't think I've had it.
Yeah, bro, pick it up, man.
I'm not a massive peanut
Mr.
butter
Jim.
fan.
I've never heard of Mr. Jim. Peanut and chocolate. Yo, how long has this been around for? I always used to eat Mr. I didn't know about Mr. Jim. Damn. Mr. Jim. I ain't been in the chocolate game for a minute, bro. They dropping new shit. Anyway, let's get into
this.
Intro.
We got some good news to top the podcast.
We do, man. Welcome to the Betwixt Ideas podcast. I am your host, the most, Shaq. I'm feeling like, Damn, let me think. I'm feeling like Fatboy Slim in the summer of 1999.
So top.
So we're talking when MTV was popping. When he dropped Praise You. Remember Praise You?
Yeah.
I don't know how. Did he drop a Weapon of Choice?
Possibly. With
the fucking Christopher Walken in the video, flying around like just a random dude.
Oh God, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's what I'm feeling right now, man. Shout out Fatboy Slim.
Yeah,
man.
You're on top. I mean, you're drinking dairy. You're back in that ice cream.
I feel like the 94 Chicago Bulls.
Oh, so you like
Jordan,
fucking
Pippen,
like top of the world.
Dennis Rodman, all them dudes. Feel like that right now, man. How you feeling today, man?
I'm good.
Jamie with the other host with the most. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good.
Feeling great, feeling good, man. How's your mental health? Everything good? Everything kicking?
Yeah, I mean,
everything cooking curry?
Can't complain at the moment.
Good.
What episode is this?
Episode 16?
16.
Let me open up the Spotify. I thought this
I don't even know what. Let me check.
I know,
Let me check. I've got a podcast. Yeah, we're 16.
Hey,
we're 16.
You see it.
Fuck me, 16 episodes deep now.
Hey man, that's a decent little season right there.
That's
bro.
a nice little anthology of episodes.
That is good. That's like more episodes than like season 4 of Black Mirror.
Yeah. So we're better than Black Mirror. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, man, that show got to come back though, man. That show was fuck. I know people say, "Oh, season 4." Blah, blah, blah. Listen, there was a couple cool gems in.
Do you know what? I can't watch Black Mirror. It makes me feel extremely uncomfortable.
So you haven't like watched much of it, or?
I used to watch it when it was on Channel 4 over. Well, so I know it got like massive worldwide.
Yeah, it hit Netflix and the Americans.
Yeah, but I used to watch it when it used to air on, and like as a teenager, like I
was
didn't.
Was it you or Alex that told me about the one where he was fucking the pig? I want to say it was you.
Might have been me because that's like the first episode, isn't it?
Because I feel like when did you watch it on TV?
Oh, I'm talking when we were teenagers.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like we had like.
I'm talking like year 10, year 11 times.
I feel
maybe year 12, 30. I don't know, around that sort of.
It was like an
time.
Xbox Live party with either myself, Alex, and you, right? And I feel like either one of you two mentioned it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Yeah, it was on Channel 4. Like, it's fucking weird, bro." It's like
I mean, it could have been Alex as well. But like, bro, like I remember watching it on Channel 4 as it was coming out because I thought, "Oh, this looks fucking weird." And as a teen, I didn't mind it. But now as I got older, like I've gone back and watched the episodes that I watched when they first come out, and I go, I can't watch this.
Damn,
It makes me feel super uncomfortable.
Damn.
And I know that's the point. That's the point.
Yeah. It's meant to be like uncanny in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like sort of shit like that. I like shit that kind of like.
Hey, don't get me wrong. So this is really weird. Like I know people love watching things that make them feel uncomfortable because it's like pushing the boundaries and everything. Like I'm really weird. I like watching things that make me feel not sad to a point where I'm gonna cry, but you know when you watch something,
tug at your heartstrings a little.
No. You know when you watch something, and it just makes you feel like empty.
Oh.
Like you don't feel sad. Like sad's the wrong word, but so you don't feel sad about it. You don't feel like happy about it. It just kind of leaves you with a sense of like emptiness.
Oh, is it kind of like the end of like Godfather 2 when what was it?
I'll tell you, the one that gave it to me the most in the most recent time that comes to memory is Last of Us 2.
Okay, I get you.
So that kind of you have no.
It's
feeling.
not like tears in my eyes, but it's like a.
I just feel empty.
It's a little like that's a bit deep.
Yeah. I love that feeling. I absolutely love that feeling.
I feel like life has softened me up in my older age now. Because beforehand, I would never really watch stuff and like get teary-eyed or emotional. But as I've hit like, I want to say 24, 25 onwards.
Is there any films that make you cry?
I actually did cry at a film. It was a long time ago though. It was maybe like a year ago or 2 years ago. It had a. I'll
tell you the film that makes me cry. $1 Million Baby.
Oh yeah.
$1 Million Baby makes me cry. I don't watch it a lot, so I don't like. It's not something that I get used to. But every time I see it, it's just the ending. It's the ending.
Yeah, it was this film. It's starring Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx, and it's called Just Mercy.
I don't think I've seen this.
Oh, it's a good film.
Two stellar actors as well. Like
yeah. So just to give you like, it's literally. Explores the work of a young defense attorney, Brian Stevenson, who represents poor people on death row. Features his work with Walton McMillan, who has been wrongfully convicted of a murder of a young woman. So yeah, he just works in defense of African American people, of course, back in those times.
True story?
Yeah, apparently it's a true story. And I don't want to spoil it, but there was like a scene where someone gets put to death because obviously it's death row. But it was like, it really made me think like, damn, I know someone that looks like that, and I actually started crying in the cinema. Like I was proper like there was tears in my eyes.
You saw it in the cinema?
I saw it in the cinema.
Wow.
Normally stuff don't get to me like that, but it kind of made me think like, damn, I know people like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, in that sort of similar sort of like not situation, but the vibe of it.
It made me think of someone close to me, so I was like,
oh damn,
fuck, that really made me cry. So I was like in the cinema proper like tears in my eyes and shit.
PSA, because we haven't done any of them for a while. Any public service announcements?
Oh shit, you got one?
It's okay to cry.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. It's 2022, man. 2022 years of our Lord and Savior, bro. It's okay to cry, bro. Like, obviously, if you got things, resting on your chest, you got you got a monkey on your back,
And you don't have to force it.
you don't gotta force
Just
it,
don't
man.
hold it back.
Don't hold it back, man. If you gotta cry, just get it out, man. Just get it out, bro. Because you don't want it to manifest into other shit where you're drinking, you're doing drugs, you're violent towards people. Just get it out, man. Talk to people, man.
And it don't make you less of a man, woman, human, whatever. It doesn't make you less of a...
My grandfather, right? Mad respect to him. Proper, like he's the example of a man that I know. Like he's the person I look up to because he had like 4 kids. He had like 3 jobs. Like at the same time, he was driving like lorries and blah blah blah. He's doing mad shit.
He's lived
a good life. He's like 80 something now, 83 probably. He's lived a good life. He's seen his grandchildren do shit. And I've only seen that man cry once. And you know why he cried?
Go on.
It's because his cat died.
Respect that.
Listen, it wasn't because like he lost money or like he got beat up or anything.
No, that's an emotion.
Right.
Losing a pet, that's emotional.
I saw him cry once. I was like, damn. And you know what? I never looked at him like he was pussy. I just thought, raw, that's really brave, bro. Because no one would ever look at this old Jamaican, like, dark-skinned man. I was like, yo, like, he would ever have an attachment to a pet. But he did. And I gotta give him respect for that, man. So, like, listen, guys, get your cry on, man. I'd be having cries at least once a week. Because shit just be touching me in different ways now.
It's good to let it out.
Like, I watch cat videos of, like, cats that used to be like, oh, my owner abandoned me. And
oh, yeah,
and
they're sad.
Bring him in. And then
sad.
I'd be seeing, like, the happy ending and it'd be making me tearful and shit. Like, that's what I mean. Life has softened me up, bro. I feel like a weird person now, bro. I feel different.
That's getting older.
Yeah.
What I was going to say as well, when you were talking about death row, we should 100% do a podcast about death row and their final meals.
There is a website for that.
I know there is.
Oh,
that's why we should go through them and read them and their final meals and rate their final meals out of 10.
We should.
That's a fucking banging podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be fire. I can't wait.
Fuck it. Should we do it next week?
Fuck it. Let's go.
Fuck it. Let's do it next week.
Hold it to us, guys. We're gonna do it next week. What will be your last meal in death row? Like,
no. We'll do that next week, bro.
We'll do it
next week. Let's get into the days. We've gone 12 minutes.
I think a little start.
No. I know. A little warm up.
Foreplay. You gotta rub the fire a little bit. You gotta eat some
little
butt.
fellatio before the session.
Of course, man. You gotta lick the clit. Fellas, eat pussy, man. Stop being a weirdo. I don't eat pussy. Listen, I never ate pussy, and then when I started eating my girl's pussy, I got a beard. My beard flourished. I lost weight.
So what you're saying, all those beard oils, all those combs, all those little rollers, they don't work. The thing that works is
eating coochie from the back.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Hold hands as well while you do it. It's romantic.
And today's episode, the topic is
time traveling. Listen.
This is going to be a bit of a
it's gonna be a weird one.
Conceptual episode.
We're not
contraceptual, conceptual episode.
We're not quantum physics. Like
I'm not Brian Cox. Right. I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson.
We're not.
Even though if we do time travel to Neil or Brian, you know Brian Cox, don't you? The guy with like the curly hair, and he talks about like science shit.
Let me bring up a Google image.
He's like a British guy. But Neil and Brian.
Is it Brian with a Y or an I?
I believe an I. Brian and Neil, if you want to come on this podcast and tag team us doing.
Oh, him?
Yeah, man. He does that science shit.
Have I seen this guy before?
He does that science shit.
No, I believe you, but it's just like his face is not jumping out.
He's got a very soothing voice.
Yeah, I believe that.
Brian and Neil, if you want to come on this podcast and tag team us in science and time travel or even other physics,
we should get Rizza on here. Not Rizza, Jizza. Jizza has I think he has like a major in physics.
No way.
I think he did study physics.
That would be amazing.
We gotta get Jizz on here.
Would he come?
I don't know. I hope so. I hope I can get at least one Wu-Tang member. Fuck it.
I would love Method Man. I'd love to ask him about Luke Cage.
I would love to ask Method Man about a lot of things, like, you know, working with Biggie, working with D'Angelo.
No, I want to talk about Luke Cage. Because he's the best part of Luke Cage.
Oh, and The Wire.
And The Wire, of course.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that one day. I feel like it's been too long that I forget things.
Yeah, definitely rewatch.
Like I forgot Idris was in it.
He's like one of the best characters in the whole show.
I know. That's ridiculous. That's what I mean. It's been that long that I forgot he was in it.
Oh man, fucking why so good.
And that's insane. So yes,
it's like one of the best first seasons of any show I've ever seen. It's fucking good.
It's up there.
It's up there for sure.
I would put Lost.
First season?
Lost first season is very, very good.
I might rewatch Lost.
Rewatch.
I remember. I think I told you like many episodes ago. Like I watched it when I was like when it was coming out, like on Sky One. But then like I missed a few episodes because I was like doing stuff.
There was no such thing as like catch up back then.
And you couldn't catch up. So when you tried to jump back in, like, yo, what happened?
Yeah, you're fucked.
You're fucked. It's like, damn. So you just got to drop it. It's not like, you know, Friends or something. You can just watch a random episode and know what's going on every time. But anyway, time travel. Let's start off, man, because.
But I think the most simplest thing to start off is a two-pronged question.
Okay.
One, do you believe in time travel? Mm-hmm. And B, I know I went 1 to B, not A to B or
obviously
or A to B, but I don't know what I'm talking about. But and the second part of that question is, if you do believe, do you think it's possible now or something that we will achieve at some point in our future? But then that opens a whole can of worms, because if you can time travel and something's in the future, then whoo.
Ooh.
But yes, go on.
So do I think it's possible?
It's a hard one.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just.
But do you think it's possible now?
Not now. I would give it. I'll give it like maybe 20 years.
Yeah, I'd give it. I don't believe it's possible right now. I'd give it much longer than 20 years.
How long are we talking?
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Ooh. I only say 20 years because I'm like, I know that we have a lot of people with a lot of money that would probably fund something like this.
I agree. Completely agree. I just don't think we've crossed over into sci-fi territory yet. We're getting there with robots. You seen all these robots that we're making?
Was it the Boston ones, isn't it?
But I don't know. Like all these robots,
yeah.
all these robots that we're making to like be subservient to humans, like go like house robots.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Like you got
like
smart houses now.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is the closest we're getting to like sci-fi shit. And I know like there's like little mini sci-fi things, like for example like hovercrafts and if you go like well back in the day, like fucking like aircrafts and cars and stuff like that, but they're all sort of so grounded. And I know that's weird to say an aircraft is grounded, but it's
it's just hovering. It's not flying. It's not taking full flight. It's just above the ground.
Well, I'm talking like aircrafts as well in general. Like I know that's weird to say they're grounded, but I mean like they're all sort of like the science makes sense. Like
yeah.
Well, having said that, I couldn't.
There's a hoverboard.
No, I know, but it's like, and I think he uses like magnets or some shit.
Something like that. I saw Tony Hawk riding one.
Whoa, that'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, no, real shit. Like you have to Google it. I think it's something like to do with Red Bull. He had like a hoverboard.
I can see that.
Yeah, shout out Tony Hawk, man.
I know. OG.
Oh man, best games.
I reckon they'll make more, one day.
Well, they did the remake, innit?
No, I mean like more. Like
sequels?
Yeah, why not?
They had like the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 sequel that was pretty bad apparently. But
give it time, rework it. No pressure, and you can come out with something great.
Hopefully.
Yeah, time travel's a weird one, because that's what I'm saying. I don't think we're into like that sci-fi territory. Like once we start making like robots and AIs and like
I gotta stop you there, because AI is very advanced now. Like the people that write the algorithms and write AIs are very, very good. My
only thing is that they cannot replicate human thought.
That's impossible though. As someone like
whoa, but you say it's impossible, but someone will say time travel is impossible. This is what I'm saying.
I'm only talking from my
hundreds of years ago they would say an aeroplane impossible. That's what I'm saying. So it's like whatever you say is impossible might not actually physically be impossible in hundreds of years' time.
I see where you're coming from. The only reason why I say it's impossible, because I think when I was like just learning programming in uni and shit, like there's something called an if statement. So
if this
and blah blah boom boom boom,
then this.
And that's a lot of AI runs on just if statements, because it's literally just going through different scenarios when it's given like particular things, blah blah blah, and goes through it, right? But with human thought, it's very like it doesn't follow routine strictly.
No, because it can throw out the if statement.
Yeah, like
based on emotion.
Exactly. Like when I write automation scripts to test my work, what I'm doing, right? It won't. Like sometimes things will just happen that it's not expecting, and it won't just think, "Oh fuck it, I'm just move on." No, it'll be like, "This is unexpected. I'm shutting this whole shit down."
Exactly. Humans don't do. So what I mean by AI, that is, so you know, like Ultron in Avengers.
Yeah.
Like that.
See, with Ultron, the reason why I kind of like give it a little bit of leeway, because
or even Jarvis from Iron Man.
Oh fuck! You know what? Sorry, you know what? I think you might be onto something. I feel like there was like I don't know who did it. Was it Google, Apple? I don't know. There was a company that created an AI. However, they downloaded like a bunch of shit from the internet to give it something to work off.
Oh, is this the one where it said, "Please connect me to the internet"?
No.
Do you know about this one? I'll go. You talk. You say your one. Go on.
So, so someone correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a very long time ago. I feel like it connected to the internet. It drew all the information it could from like different people talking, whatever, and it was super depressed. It was like, "Yo, I'm gonna fucking die. Like, yo, kill me right now."
So
like,
is the human race depressed in AI?
Yeah, we are literally just monkeys with anxiety. Like, we literally are, bro.
So the one that I'm talking about, I don't even know if it's like an urban myth or some shit, but it was like they created like a robot or an AI or whatever you want to call it, and it was like they started teaching it stuff.
Yeah.
And then it kept asking to be connected to the internet.
Oh.
It was like, connect me to the internet. And they didn't. And then it just stopped talking. But it was still like... But I don't know if this is like one of them bullshit like creepypastas or something.
Okay, so one of them ones like could be like just a promotion.
I don't know. I can't remember where the source of where I read it. But also as well is I'm pretty sure they created 2 AIs and put them in a chat room together.
I've heard of this.
And eventually they created their own language.
Yeah.
That we didn't understand.
Speaking of creepypastas, right? I remember I was browsing a 4chan thread like a good 5 years ago, maybe more. And this guy said how he built like some AI to run in Quake, or was it Unreal? One of those 2 games. I think it was Quake. And he ran it so it literally just like they fight each other and they learn things from each other, whatever. And he said he left it for like years just running in the background. He didn't, like, he forgot it was running in the background. And when he went into the game, they were just standing there doing nothing. So they went through like so many different loops of fighting each other to the point where they just stood there. And he realized that, oh, the best way to survive in this place is to not fight each other.
Fucking hell.
And like the moment he shot one of them, they all just shot him. Just literally immediately just shot him down. And it was like, what the fuck? Obviously, it's 4chan, so all this shit could be made up bullshit. But it was the idea that someone said, like, literally, the act of surviving is just to not kill each other. And it's like, that's deep.
That is deep.
That's quite deep. But I know it's simple, but it's deep at the same time.
I mean, it's logical.
Of course.
So that's my thing when I was saying, like, I don't think we are in that kind of realm of sci-fi shit. So that's why when I say I think time travel is like hundreds of years, so, even thousands of years away.
So you're waiting for, like, Blade Runner, kind of like Fifth Element type shit.
Yeah.
I feel you. Because
I just don't think it's on like the top priority.
Nah, this is on. You put this shit on the back burner, bro. Like right now.
And also as well, it's just like an AI is engineering and science. Like, how do you time?
Well, time is a made-up concept, of course.
It is a made-up. It's a man-made concept, but it's not a fake concept.
It's not fake. It's just man-made.
We've quantified it.
Boom. That's the word.
It's real, but we've quantified it into seconds, hours, minutes, days, months, years, whatever. So regardless, but how do you? It's a thing you can't. It's intangible.
Yeah, like you can't grab time out of your like the air and like mess around with it, do some crazy shit.
So
you know
that's what I mean. Like that's proper sci-fi shit. Like, how do you create something that harnesses time?
It would have to do something with light. Because remember we were talking about, was it last or 2 episodes ago? We were talking about light years. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And if there's such thing as light year, where light will reach from one to the other and show information, whatever, from a specific time when the light was coming through, then you would have to use light, right, to like manipulate in some way or shape or form to get time travel.
Maybe.
It's crazy. I know. I don't know shit. Obviously, I'm just a dude that just fucking watches YouTube videos all day and plays Nintendo Switch. I'm just kind of going off, internet logic here. So maybe we have to use time. I mean, use light.
But this is the messed up thing about time travel. So with time travel, if time travel was possible now, there would be so much. So there would have to be rules to it.
Of course.
Because, for example, right, this is my example of time travel. If I was to time travel, if I time traveled from, 2 weeks from now, I time traveled back to today.
Okay.
To record this podcast, which goes out in a week from now, or a few days from now, or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you see how complicated even that kind of, like, it's in my past, but I'm doing something for my future, but I've already done it because I'm from 2 weeks in the future.
Which leads me to my next question, which I think is very important about time travel. Do you think that we operate, if there is time travel right now, do you think we operate on a linear timeline or a split timeline?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Because I think a split timeline makes more sense. I think there can be infinite amount. If they say there's infinite amount of universes out there, there's a multiverse theory, right? Then there's probably a split timeline theory. So, say for example,
well, no, that is the multiverse. Every decision branches off into a different. So if you were to time travel and change something, nothing changes for you because you've already experienced all of that. It's that timeline that changes.
But let's say like I've just time traveled. So I've gone back in time to, let's say, I don't know, a week from now or whatever, a week ago. I haven't done anything.
About a week ago.
You just drop in, right? Like Terminator style, just dun 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 dun, whatever the fuck. I haven't done anything. I haven't like touched a bug. Haven't said hello to anyone. So at this point, I haven't really affected time, so to speak.
What happens to yourself in that time?
Well,
because if you time travel and you do something even slightly different. So, for example, say you time travel, but you go into the consciousness of your body.
That's another thing.
So, like,
what, on like some butterfly effect shit?
Well, like Steins Gate, the anime.
Oh yeah.
You time travel your mind into yourself.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't actually physically time travel. It's his mind that time travels.
Yeah.
So if you time traveled into your mind of your past self, say you went back a month, yeah, you now know all the information of the next month. However, if you do not do the exact same actions that you did in that month, it's a different timeline.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm talking exactly the same. Going for a shit at the same time.
At the exact second.
Yeah.
Even down to milliseconds.
Yeah.
Right? That's crazy when you think, because that's why I think it operates on a split timeline where, all right, you didn't do the thing that the other timeline predicted you would do, so we split off into this other timeline.
But that other timeline still exists.
Yeah, it still exists. It's parallel, but it's a different kind of outcome.
Fuck, this is deep.
This is what's crazy, because like I see so many movies or like films, whatever the fuck, where it's like, oh, I've gone back in time, and now I've changed the future of this timeline, and it's like, but then how do we know which is the right future, if you know what I mean?
But then that's the thing as well. It's just like you come from a future where you went back to correct it. So you correcting it then stops your motivation in the future to go back and correct it. So it's like, have you ever heard of like the Bootstrap Theory?
Educate me.
I believe it's...
Do you want to Google it, or should we...
Yeah, Google it, because I'll probably butcher the fuck out of it. I believe it's the Bootstrap Theory.
Bootstrap.
Just put like Bootstrap Theory define or something, so it gives like a nice, chunky, beautiful sentence.
Okay, so you want to read it, or
you read it? I can't see from here.
The Bootstrap paradox is a theoretical paradox of time travel that occurs when an object or piece of information sent back in time becomes trapped within an infinite cause-effect loop in which the item is no longer Wait, which the item has...
Do you want me to explain? I think I can explain it better.
In which the item no longer has a discernible point of origin and it's said to be uncaused or self-created.
So this is the thing. Time travel is 100% possible, yeah?
Okay.
If you time travel back and give yourself a bit of information, you then act upon that information, which subsequently leads you to go back in time to give yourself that information. Where did the information origin at? Or an object. Say I gave you... Say I went... No.
Oh, I get it.
Say you were beaten.
Mm-hmm.
No. Say you... Oh, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But say... you had a knife and you went back in time to give it to yourself to like, because you knew that you needed a knife to, so your future self knew you needed a knife to cook a dinner or something, to cut something or whatever. And then you cut the something and get to that point and you go, oh, I need to go back and give myself that knife. Where did the knife originate from?
It would have to be from the person who time traveled first, right?
But it's an infinite loop.
I knew it's like that Dexter's lab episode. I know it's crazy you're referencing Dexter's lab, but it was the point where he was doing an experiment. It failed. He went back in time to tell him why it failed or how it. No, he sent Dee Dee back in time to tell him how it failed.
This is the same thing. Yeah. And
then like it just kind of get to a point where it was like I said, "Oh, I don't need Dee Dee's help. I'm just going to do the experiment anyway." And it failed again. He's like, "No, Dee Dee, you need to go back in time."
This is the concept. This is the exact same concept.
Do you think that's what they're referencing in the episode?
100%.
Oh my god. Fucking Dexter's lab explains time travel better than
this is the
Google.
point of time travel. So this is why I said, if time travel was possible now, as in not now, but as in it has already been possible and there's already been people time traveling from whatever time, there would have to be set rules, because you could not.
You can't meet yourself then.
Well, you could. Well, I don't know.
Unless there was no.
But you can't. You couldn't interfere with things.
You can't. You probably couldn't interfere with like big events, like elections or anything like that.
But that's the thing. It's just like.
But how do you know it hasn't been fucked with already? That's the crazy thing.
Well, exactly. That's the point. But the thing is if time travel was possible or is possible in the future, then it would just be a tourist thing.
Yeah,
I like to think of it as you would become a ghost.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
So you time travel back to a certain point, but you can only observe.
Man, history teachers are getting blown the fuck out.
Well, firstly, they understand that all of history is probably wrong because it's all written by the victors.
Fucking, was it Captain Shepard from Call of Duty Modern Warfare?
History's written by the victors.
Yeah, history is written by the victors.
Because like, you imagine of all the atrocities and like wars and like needless death and violence and bad shit we've done to each other. It's only the winners that tell the story.
Of course.
So there's 100% worse shit that happened and they're just not telling us.
1000%. I'm pretty sure.
Like, you pick any point in history where bad shit happens, we don't know the full story.
True.
About anything.
That is true. If you could time travel, what would be a thing you would want to change?
Going back.
So let's see. If you could time travel, what's the thing you want to change and experience?
So this is kind of more going back.
Yeah, so go back or
let me widen this question then. Mm-hmm. And this makes a good one. So I'll answer your question in a minute, but quickly, would you rather? Mm-hmm. So we're kind of like last episode, so like last episode,
we're time traveling back to the last episode.
Oh my.
Ooh, swish.
Guys, welcome to episode 15. Listen, you rather?
Man, we're like the Shaq and Kobe, man, of the podcast game, man. You set them up and I just slam dunk them, you know, bro.
Hey, would you rather go forward in time or backwards in time? One, you can only do one, and you can only spend a day.
Okay. And
there's no limit. You could go back 1 minute.
I'm going forward.
You're going forward.
Yeah, I need to know if I'm really gonna get this house.
Yeah, I'd go back. I'd go back.
You go back. Where you going?
assuming there's no rules and I can't break any paradoxes, I would tell myself to do stuff. Investment.
Oh, you doing the Bitcoin thing?
Oh no, so I'm effective. Yeah, yes, I am. Effectively, I'm doing the Biff from Back to the Future 2.
Sports Almanac?
The Sports Almanac.
Yeah, gotta do the Sports Almanac, man. That's probably why what encouraged me to do this episode, because I watched Back to the Future 1, like, literally Sunday.
We'll talk about this in a minute. Because this, FYI, that is one of my favourite films of all time.
I like 2 more than 1.
Oh, no, one is better.
Oh, really?
I think so. 2 is good. 3 is not so great. But to answer your question, so you said, what would I want to experience and what would I want to change?
Yeah.
So experience, it would have to be like a major event. So it would either have to be something that no one knows about.
Okay.
So I'm privy to the information and it's like my little secret that I know. Or like a massive sort of like, so like Woodstock 1969 or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. But I think if I was to go back and experience something, and I know it sounds really weird, but bear with me, I'd go back so I could see who Jack the Ripper was.
Hey, oh, you know what? That's a fire idea.
Thing is, I'll take some gnarly firearm.
Oh yeah.
And a torch because it's dark.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
And I'll go to the place I'll hide in a bin bag or something. And as soon as I hear that scream, I'll jump out and be like, "Freeze, motherfucker!
Bitch. I got you." In 4K.
Do you remember we were on holiday with you when we shined the laser?
Yeah.
SAS, get the fuck down. We were such virgins back then.
Yeah. Listen, man. They say like, Zero Pussy does some crazy shit to motherfuckers, but listen, I've seen what pussy.
We were shining lasers into other people's apartments at nighttime, shouting "SAS, get the fuck down." They knew it wasn't the SAS. They weren't getting the fuck down, but we were crying our fucking eyes out.
Oh man, like Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, Jack the Ripper. I'd find out who it is.
That'd be crazy.
Do you know what'd be fucked up?
What?
If I shine a light and it's me.
You're not supposed to be here.
It's like, you know the Bootstrap paradox? This is it.
Oh my god! Like you try to like that'd be a crazy like anime. If you like, the villain was always the original character.
It was always you.
Write it down. Write it down.
Toriyama, fuck off!
Oh man! All right, for me, let's see.
Oh wait, no, you said, so you said experience and change.
Oh yeah, it's experience. We're doing experience, bro.
No, that's the experience.
Oh,
I don't want to experience like finding out that bit of information.
Okay.
So change is weird, man, because there's so much bad shit. So would I want to change the bad shit, or would I want to change something? So like, for example, like when I said I'd go back and do like the Sports Almanac stuff, that's changing something.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do something positive for myself and my friends and family than go back and change something horrible. I know that sounds like...
Yeah, I get it.
Because at the end of the day, all the human atrocities is what makes up society now. So if I went back and like... So made it so like World War II or World War I never happened. That means World War II would have never happened.
Let's think about that for a minute. So my history is kind of shit with World War One. So obviously it's World War II, so pretty much everyone was involved. But what would be like an event that would never occur if World War One never happened? That means they wouldn't try to advance weaponry, right? Which means
medical science.
Or medical science.
So for example, in World War II was a direct result of World War One. There's going to be some history fuckers that say no, it isn't, but like it kind of is and it isn't. Like because Hitler was pissed with everything that happened from World War One and everything.
Don't like my art.
Exactly. So one of the most nastiest things that the Nazis did was all the experiments on pain and how much pain a human can take before they die.
It was the pressure chamber, isn't it?
Well, and stuff, stuff like that as well.
It's fucked up.
But the medical science application from knowing how much pain a human can take has actually advanced medical science.
Yeah.
So from something pure fucking evil, there has been some good. So if you take that away, we're not as advanced. And I know that's fucked up because that is seriously fucked up.
Oh,
But
no.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, even our atrocities that we have done as humans has been to, and I use this very lightly and in quotes, better society.
So something has come out of this fucked up situation that has, in turn advanced society.
And some things are more obvious than others, obviously. So that's why I said I'd rather go back and be like to myself, yo, put $1,000 on Bitcoin in like 2009.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm not 18 at that point. In 2012, because I don't... Can a child buy Bitcoin? I don't know.
Listen, if teenagers can make NFTs, then...
Oh, yeah, fuck it. I'd go back to 2009 and be like, yo, put a G on fucking...
I get all these videos on like Instagram. It's like, how to... Oh, I'm like 15 years old and I make
100%.
NFTs. And
I'd go back and put a G on like fucking Bitcoin. Also, I'd put a lot of money on Leicester winning the Premier League when they did, because no one ever thought they were going to do it.
Dad.
You know, the odds were 5,000 to 1.
Maybe that's a timeline thing. Maybe someone rigged it in like the split.
So Leicester won the Premier League.
Yeah, maybe someone time travels. Maybe that's yeah.
Maybe. No, okay, yourself.
All right. What
would you want to experience, and what would you want to change? I feel like yours is going to be very different sort of vibe to mine.
Ah, man, this is hard.
Because you're definitely going back to some sort of musical event.
I want to go back to a musical event. It's either it's a kind of a split between the 70s or the 90s.
No, you have to go to a specific thing.
No, I will pick.
Okay.
I'm just kind of hung up on that, so I'm gonna go to what am I gonna change?
There's a lot to choose from.
I'm going to go back and save Malcolm X. I'm gonna stop him from getting shot in the Aldermore Ballroom.
Okay.
It's gonna change a lot of shit, but
so this is where a fate question comes into it. What if he was fated to die that day?
Oh, do you think like it's like the string of destiny?
So it's like, have you seen Final Destination?
Yeah.
Like when you stop someone that's meant to die, that they're going to die anyway. I'm not saying this is a thing. This is all hypothetical bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fucking scary. Like you just got some dude in like a suit. It's like you fucked up the destiny theory.
Why do I feel like it's like he looks like Rick from Rick and Morty?
No, have you ever seen that episode of Goosebumps where like
no.
this kid like he wishes like reality was different, so he had like some dream where his reality is like way different and shit. It's like these two dudes in like black suits following him around. It's like you've tampered with reality.
The fuck? I don't recall this one. Goosebumps used to scare me as a kid, man.
It was meant to though, man. Shout out to R.L. Stein, man. He's a goat, man.
He's a fucked up guy, like doing all those fucked up books for children.
You gotta be slightly fucked up to make some like horror shit. Like fucking what's his name? Ayanuma, who directed Majora's Mask. Like you gotta be a fucked up guy to make Majora's Mask, because that shit is dark as hell.
He is stared deep into the abyss, and it stared back at him.
He's probably watched Faces of Death.
Yeah.
You ever watch Faces of Death?
No.
No, I haven't either. I've heard about it though. I heard it's pretty fucked up. Oh, what's that?
Experience.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You're stalling.
I'm sorry.
70s or 90s, you said.
I'm gonna have to experience the 90s, bro. But I have to experience the growth. No, but like I was like, I mean, I really want to experience. I want to be a grown ass man to experience.
Okay, so where are you going?
I'm gonna go. What's the sweet spot for like hip hop?
But where are you going though?
I might have to go New York.
That's what I'm saying. New York.
I might have to go New York, 1993, when Wu-Tang first dropped. I want to experience.
But it has to be an event though, man.
Okay. When was the Source Awards with fucking Death Row? Like, hold on, let's see. The Source Awards. That's it. 95.
You're going to 95.
I'm going to 1995. The Source Awards. New York City, where it had Suge Knight.
Oh.
It had the Outcast win the.
So you're at the awards.
I'm at the awards. So it's got everyone's there.
Is it not recorded? Could you not?
No, it's recorded.
So.
No, but I want to experience. I want to sit next to I want to say I sat next to Snoop
But how are you
Dogg.
getting in?
I'm an entourage. I'm someone's entourage.
But how are you getting into that?
What do you mean?
But how are you getting into their entourage?
Well, I'm just.
These are New York guys as well. If you go, oh yeah, I'm their entourage, they'd be like, no, you're not. You're dead, fam.
I'm saying I'm a journalist.
And you're dead. You're still dead.
They're not gonna shoot me at the Source Awards. Okay, listen. I know Onyx may or may not have shot a real gun at like an awards show, but like
I was just about to say that.
But nah, I gotta go there. I gotta see.
Okay.
Outcast. Like, do you know how many events happened during that Source Awards? Let me find. Like,
I think I know.
So it was the Suge Knight and P Diddy like beef.
It's like iconic.
It's very iconic.
Yeah.
It was when Outkast won and he got booed.
Yeah.
And then Andre said the famous lines, "The South has something to say. That's all I have to say." And then you know what they dropped the next year after that?
So 96. It would have been
80 Aliens.
It was 80 Aliens.
They dropped that fucking album.
Which is a great album.
Very good album. That's what I mean. This one award show was very, very infamous.
It spawned a lot of stuff. All right, now fair enough.
It's like the fucking Ocarina of Time of hip hop, where it just splits all these different timelines. That's another thing we haven't talked about is Ocarina of Time.
Well, I think talking of Ocarina of Time, we can go into sort of time travel and pop culture. Because we touched on Back to the Future.
We did touch on Back to the Future.
But go on, let's go. Actually, very, very quickly, talking of time travel in popular culture, we have had a pop culture game, massive game, released recently, and you've been playing it. Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yes, I have been playing Pokemon
Which is time travel. That is time travel. That is confirmed time travel.
You do go back in time.
Quickly.
There's a lot of people. All right, let's just.
How is it?
I love it.
I know it's been a bit mixed.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the 150 millionth person to say, yeah, the graphics aren't really that good. I know the graphics look like fucking shit. I get it. But listen, the game is fire.
Have you finished it?
Nah, I've been really chipping away at this, man, because it's really like there's so much shit to do in that game. There's a lot of side quests to do, and for me, I'm like, I want to do all these side quests, then do the story mission. That's always how I've been with like a lot of open world games.
I heard running the credits takes about 20-25 hours, and post game shit takes like another 60.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
But that means like completing the Pokédex.
I'm gonna do that.
You're going to be playing for a long time,
fam. Trying to fill up the Pokédex hasn't been this fun in years. I'm gonna say decades.
I agree. They've taken something quite arbitrary in the Pokemon games and actually made them sort of the main focus. Because if you think the very, very first Pokemon game, Professor Oak gives you the Pokédex and he tasks you with completing the Pokédex. No one completes the fucking Pokédex.
I've only known a handful of people that have legitimately completed the Pokédex.
But in red, blue, and yellow, it's actually physically impossible.
Oh well, this
that's what I'm saying.
Mew, like forget about Mew, just 150, so no 151.
Actually, in Pokemon Yellow, you can get Mew.
Yeah, with the little exploit and blah 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 blah.
I don't even know why that was a thing in the game.
It's something to do with like how the information in the background, like it's basically to kind of sum it up. I'm a bit of a nerd in this, so. The way how Pokemon was coded, it was coded via BASIC, and BASIC's not really a programming language for video games. It's very old school. So it's really easy to fuck around with like the back end and shit. So if you do like certain actions, it's called arbitrary code shit. It's a really weird thing. You run a lot of actions. Like if you go to speak to the specific guy, he will take things out of memory and like put things into memory that shouldn't be there. So when you do that, you know, like missing no.
Yeah.
There's like a little like part of the map where if you do this little task first and then go there, you'll find missing no because of how it's drawing the little things from memory and code and whatever. It's really weird shit. Like this game is held together by 2 banana peels. That's why there's so many glitches and exploits in that game. But yeah, going back to Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? It's fun. Like it's really good. Like I haven't had this much fun with an open world game in a very long time.
Is it Arceus or Arceus? Because I think
it's Arceus.
I read it used to be Arceus, but because Arceus sounds like arse, Eos. They changed. It's been changed to Arceus. I actually prefer Arceus. I think that sounds better.
Arceus sounds better. But
how did you used to pronounce Suicune?
Suicune.
I don't know any single person that used to pronounce that Pokemon correctly until you actually heard.
Someone used to call it Subasine.
That's what I used to call it.
Someone called it Subasine. I called it Suicune.
Suicune sounds like some ripped Japanese bodybuilder.
Suicune. Damn, I already pictured it in my head now. He's like built like JoJo, like Jotaro, like just Suicune.
Like, fucking like 4 meters tall and shit.
I remember there was like a time on the internet, like on 2015 to 2016, where any character that was wearing a suit just was infinite. Like, someone just made him like a JoJo character.
Oh, wonderful!
I fucking loved that time. This is before I even watched JoJo, and I was just like, oh, this looks fun. But
JoJo is fun.
Watch JoJo. Everyone needs to watch JoJo. I don't care. It's a must anime.
I agree.
Very good. Anyway, but just to sum it up with Pokemon,
out of 10, quickly.
Right now,
you haven't finished. Yes, fair enough. Right now, I'm giving it 8.5. Fair.
It's fucking good.
I think the consensus. I haven't played it. I'm not 100% sure if. Firstly, I don't have a lot of time to play games anymore.
Me neither, bro. This is why it's taking
so I have to sort of really cherry pick what games I'm gonna put my time into. And in like a couple of weeks' time, I've got Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh, yeah, looks good.
So yeah, I'm kind of geeing up for that.
Last little thing I'm gonna say before we move on.
Okay.
Remember, I've been saying for the longest time, Pokemon needs to like take their lore and just work different games.
Oh yeah. That's what they're doing.
This is exactly what they're doing. And I've been waiting for this for such a long time.
I think what they'll do is they'll keep the main series, but they'll do a lot of these sort of like spin-offs that are aimed at an older audience.
Yeah, I hope they do...
you know, this game has outsold Sword and Shield and the Gen 4 remakes.
Yeah, like...
Already.
To be fair, the Gen 4 remakes are like the weakest remakes out of all the remakes.
I didn't really like Gen 3, to be honest.
I've gone back and played it and I'm thinking, there's something missing and I don't know what it is.
That's what I felt when I first played it. Whoa, what the fuck?
Why did you move there? My computer's being weird. Anyway,
time travel in pop culture. There's a lot of time travel
video
in pop
games,
culture.
TV shows, animes, movies. Of course, everyone's going to think of, Avengers and all that shit.
So this is the thing. Very, very... Actually, I'll save this question to end the podcast.
Okay.
Because we're end the podcast on this topic, I think, because it's a very nice sort of rounded topic to end the podcast on.
Okay.
It's not going to be a quick one because obviously there's a lot to it.
There's a lot.
But so our ends. I'll have a question for the end. But when I think of pop culture time travel, I think of Back to the Future. I think of Doctor Who.
Of course.
I think of
Quantum Leap.
Oh,
that's a throwback.
That was a TV show, wasn't it? Yeah. I think of what's that fucking like old film where like he has that fucked up like parasol time travel and he's like a Victorian man. Is it like just called The Time Machine? Google The Time Machine for me quick. And like at the end of time, it's like these...
this fucking thing? Does it look like that with all the like, little shiny things?
Maybe.
So, The Time Machine.
Put film.
Film. Do you say film or movie? Is movie an American thing? Was it?
I don't know. Is it this?
Is it this? Damn.
Yeah, this is it. And like at the end of time, it's like these giant fucking like crabs on like a beach of sand.
That reminds me of the fucking album cover from the Prodigy. This is such a random. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're chatting about. Yeah.
Was it the Prodigy?
But like when I think of like, those are the type of things when I think of like time travel in pop culture. Even like Rick and Morty to some degree now.
Yeah. Fucking crab.
But like even Rick and Morty to some degree now because of like.
Yeah, Rick and Morty is it's sci-fi, isn't it? So they've done the whole time travel shit and whatever.
But this is the beauty about time travel is that it's such a wonderful concept that you can construct into any type of. So we kind of touched on it before. It's just like, so this is a big thing about time travel. Is like if you had the ability to time travel, as in within yourself, you could time travel. Mm-hmm. How does that work? In your head, how does that work?
I'm thinking it's literally like Back to the Future thing, where it's like you just kind of blip out of it and then now you're in the other time.
But where?
Oh, do you think that's like a waiting room?
No. So this is my point. There's two types of time travel in pop culture.
Okay.
There's you see it in Back to the Future, where he'll drive the DeLorean up to 88 miles per hour, and he time travels back or forward, whatever, but he's in the same point. So if you were to time travel in this room a day, you would be in this room.
Of course, yeah.
So you're not moving, you're just moving time. Doctor Who, for example,
has that little wormhole looking thing.
It's a ship.
Yeah.
So it's a machine. It's a time machine spaceship. So it can take you to different times and places at the same time.
Yeah.
Similar to Rick and Morty, because he has that gun. Can that gun time travel in Rick and Morty?
Well, I don't know the
But they go to different universes, don't they?
I haven't read the Rick and Morty manga, so I don't know the lore. So don't quote me on that.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, and we said in Steins Gate, like where his mind time travels back. I'm pretty sure it's his fucking mind.
Is it like Tokyo Revengers, where it's like his mind's kind of going back in time? Because the thing that confuses me about Tokyo Revengers time travel was like, yeah, he goes back in time, but what's happening when he's not in that timeline? You know what I mean?
He is his at that age self.
Yeah, he's just like himself,
but he doesn't act like because he's 26 in the future and he's going back 12 years, so he's 14.
Yeah.
So when he goes back, he is 26 in a 14-year-old body, but then when he goes back, he is 14 again. But he doesn't. So it's a good point. I don't think he remembers. I don't think he remembers being 26 in a 14-year-old body, but I think he remembers the events that he did.
Yeah.
It's weird, and I can't say too much because I'm quite far ahead in the manga. And
so have they fleshed it out a bit more in the manga then?
Not necessarily the time travel, the explanation of the time travel, no, but there's been more jumps.
Okay.
Because you've only seen a handful. Like, he obviously has done it many more times.
Okay. All right then. Okay.
So you kind of get a bit more. Yeah, and they've actually recently introduced another thing that he can do.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I actually just forgot about that. No, spoilers! Get away!
Back! Don't touch my cock. Stay far away from my cock. Sorry, it's a running joke me and Olivia got in the house.
Yeah, it's not a running joke.
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird.
My fault. So, do you think it could be like Crash Bandicoot time traveling with like a wormhole? You just go to wherever it takes you. That'd be kind of cool.
But that's like that would be like a black hole, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's also something someone theorized. Can black holes take you to different parts of the universe?
But then would that be more of a like a travel rather than a time travel? But light moves differently around a black hole.
Yeah, it can't escape. It's going too fast, so it can't actually get the fuck out of there.
Well, it bends.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what it is. That first picture there.
Yeah,
that's the only picture of a black hole.
The legit only picture of a black hole. It's not like some crazy dude like did it on like Photoshop.
Do you know what it looks like?
What does it look like?
It looks like Kirby's eyes.
My cat, by the way.
No, do you know what that just reminded me of? You know in Men in Black with the galaxies around the cat's neck?
Yeah, Orion's belt. Oh, man.
Hey, that's a fucking sick film. I don't care what anyone fucking says.
You know what, right? I know people will probably think back, oh, yeah, it's, your 90s blockbuster.
Well, 90s Will Smith as well. It's like very cheesy blockbuster films.
But when you really dig deep into Men in Black, it was actually quite clever for just a 90s blockbuster.
Also, we're talking Will Smith at the height of his powers.
Oh, that was like Big Willie style Will Smith.
Yeah.
Like, That was like Millennium.
and I like Wild Wild West.
Yeah. Well, the song or the movie?
Both.
Yeah, movies. Song's fire, but like, you know.
We're saying with the song for Men in Black.
Listen, man.
Which samples the Forget Me Not song?
Forget Me Not by Patrice Rushen. Listen, man. I know people like when they listen to their hip hop music, like, oh, Will Smith, man. Listen, Will Smith has hits.
Oh, he has bangers.
He's got fucking bangers, bro.
Summertime is a
it's a classic. Miami.
Oh yeah, Miami.
Getting jiggy with it. Listen, man.
Switch
is cool. Getting jiggy with it is people are like, oh, but fucking Nas and Rakim goes for it all of these songs. Listen, I don't care. Getting jiggy is fire, bro.
But the thing is, everyone's got a fucking ghostwriter now, so why are we all complaining?
Listen, hip hop is a very authentic based kind of genre. It's like metal. It's like heavy metal music. It's very authentic music. Like you got to live the lyrics you're talking about. You know what I mean?
But Will Smith never had like hardcore lyrics. They were all like just kind of like really pop sensational kind of.
No,
things.
he's like the cool, like squeaky clean guy that you can.
I'm gonna get white people into rap music.
I won't even say he was like that. That's more Macklemore.
No, white people were into
I know,
rap music way before Macklemore.
Yeah, I'm kidding. That was Eminem.
But I would say Will Smith probably helped as well.
No, he's squeaky clean. He's marketable. That's why white people are like, hey, I like Will Smith.
He's talking about the summer.
I like the cut of his jib.
It is summertime.
Banger. But anyway, Men in Black was fire film. But we'll talk about Black
just
Hole.
sort of a funny joke.
Was it?
It's like, oh, I heard the Latina maid say "ay papi" to my father. Just like Will Smith says. What does it mean?
Ay papi. Oh man, no, that era of Will Smith was fire though. That was a good. I'm just happy thinking about getting jiggy with it because that was
a good song. No.
Black holes. So yeah, I think
Black holes.
Black holes.
What are they?
I definitely think they could probably do things like time travel as well.
Fuck it, should we go through one?
Shit.
Live on the podcast next week, me and Shaq will be going through a black hole.
Setting trends. Podcast.
If I see any of you fuckers steal our trend on TikTok, because we will be going through a live black hole.
I know Elon Musk is probably going to plan like, we're going to have the first podcast
I think he's from a black hole.
Elon Musk is like, I feel like he's an alien that fell out the sky and like he's just kind of trying to figure shit out to how to be human. Him and like
it's the clip when he smokes the joint on the. He's like, no, but that's such an alien response. He was like, "Would you like?" Yes. Oh.
Him and Zuckerberg are aliens. I feel like Zuckerberg is like an android learning how to feel. No, have you seen him do shit though?
You're saying he's iRobot?
No, he is. No, I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. Like, I think he's a robot, bro. Like, there's certain people where you see doing normal human shit and it's like, this is not right. Like,
normal human shit.
Like, when you see Jay-Z, like, riding a bike, the shit is funny.
Why is Jay-Z riding a bike?
Have you seen the picture of Jay-Z riding a bike?
Is it recent?
This is like, I don't know, I'm going to say like at least 5 years old. Jay-Z riding.
Maybe, and it doesn't. Why was he riding a bike?
I don't know. Man, look how weird that looks.
Why is Hove? What's Hove doing?
What is Jigga doing, bro? No, there's no hate to Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z, man. But watching him do normal human being shit is really weird to me. Because I don't think he's like an alien. But Jay-Z's too cool to do normal shit.
And it's not. It doesn't even look like a special bike either.
It just looks like a random BMX. Like, it's just so weird.
Get it off the screen, man. It's kind of creeping me out.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing to me. When I saw this picture, I was like, this is not Jay-Z. This is Photoshop. Jay-Z should not be riding a bike like a normal person.
No.
Like, I shouldn't see someone like Jay-Z ordering takeout. What the fuck are you doing?
You're making me feel unsettled.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable.
Can we get back to time travel, please?
Yeah.
Time travel in pop culture.
There's a lot of shit, man. We got like Ocarina of Time.
Well, as you said, like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time just now. Like in video games, time travel is used as
mechanic, yeah,
a great mechanic. I mean, Deathloop recently.
Yeah,
that borrows
tell me
time
a little
travel.
bit more about that, man. Like, what's the time travel mechanic like in that game?
You die, you loop back to the beginning of the day.
So it's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, effectively. Oh, Groundhog Day.
Whoa, hey, listen, I told you, Shaq and Kobe are the podcast game, man. You just set these up.
Wait, is that baseball? I don't know American sports, okay?
Yeah, it might be baseball, bro. You're gonna upset the Americans, and they're like, "Fuck you."
Allow me, man. I like football, not
Fucking
your dead
dumbass.
football.
Soccer. Why do you growl like Tim Allen?
Because it made me angry. Just hearing that dirty word.
Soccer. Ugh. What other time travel? So yeah, Deathloop. So it's like Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day is a good film. I love Groundhog Day.
So I mean, there's so many possibilities in pop culture for time travel that it's actually physically ridiculous. So if it is created or something that's possible, there's so many forms it could fucking take. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So when you think of time travel being a possibility, so borrowing from pop culture, what do you see it being? Like, if they go tomorrow, yep, time travel's real. What does it look like?
Okay.
From pop culture.
From pop culture? Alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some from pop culture, but also try to make it a little bit tangible just for reality. So I'm not,
Okay.
So I'm not going to strip it down too much. But I'm thinking it's going to be like a service where you can go to like a place, you pay like however much money. I'm going to say like random figure. I'm going to say £300 for a time travel experience. So it's...
Okay.
So you go in and say you can't bring certain items with you. So let's say, for example, I'm time traveling to 1997.
So this is past and future.
Yeah, past and future. Like, let's say I'm going to 1997. Like, no, you can't bring your iPhone, whatever. You don't want to leave that kind of technology at this time. We'll fuck up the timelines. You can't talk about, I don't know, Donald Trump and being a president or little things like that. You can't like say certain things that will definitely affect the course of time. You can go buy shit like, I don't know, buy a fucking Szechuan sauce chicken nugget McDonald's meal if you want to do that. Like, I know it's a very random sort of reference.
It isn't. People should know what that reference is. I'm not even going to humour them.
They probably know that reference. Everyone knows that reference.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, you got me. But yeah, so you know, like in Pokemon, Gold and Silver, where you can like trade Pokemon from like Red and Blue, but you can't like trade like a Cyndaquil to like where it'll be like that, where you can't take certain things back and leave it behind, or with the chance of leaving it behind, so you don't fuck up the timeline that badly.
Okay, so what does it look like, the time travel? So you go to this service, what do you do?
I'm thinking it's like Total Recall, you're strapped in.
Okay.
So like your body doesn't necessarily go, but it's like a projection of your body goes back in time.
So like the ghost thing I was saying.
So I'm going to say like the ghost thing.
So how do you buy something?
Oh wait, sorry. No, it's like an artificial sort of projection where you can physically, like you go there and you can pick up things. However,
Can people see you?
People can see you, yeah.
People can see you.
But of course, you can be pulled out at any time, whatever the fuck. But it's
completely controlled by whatever company is running this.
Yeah. So obviously you can't just run up in the White
what
House.
You're doing.
Yeah. You can't run up in the White House being a fucking dickhead.
So can you change anything?
There's a potential that it could cause like a paradox in certain things. So, which is why I'm saying like you can't bring certain items with you. Like they'll confiscate like iPhones and, you know, Trump bumper stickers or what the fuck. No, I keep mentioning this guy anyway. So yeah, like, I couldn't bring my Amazon Fire tablet HD TV to like
caveman
times, and all like, ook, what is this?
To be honest, I probably wouldn't do shit anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything crazy. I'll literally just go experience stuff. Like I'll go watch fucking Star Wars in like a cinema just to say like,
that'd be cool.
That'd be like this little nifty shit. Like,
why didn't you say that for experience? That'd be fucking cool.
But that's not the experience I really want.
No,
that's what I mean. Like for me, like you know me, like I am a massive hip hop head. Like I love hip hop music. I want to experience. I want to be.
No, that's fair. That's fair. So what? So you're saying it's like they strap you in to what? A chair?
Yeah, I think it's like Total Recall.
Okay. So that's how time travel looks like
to me in my mind.
Okay, that's quite weird.
The ether of my cortex right here.
That's strange.
Okay, let me hear your.
No, I don't. To be honest, I don't really have like an image of how it would tangibly look.
It was either that or like Star Trek, you know, beam me up, Scotty, sort of thing. It was like it's kind of your.
So like typical sci-fi kind of stuff.
Yeah, but then I thought, oh, that's too like basic.
But even a machine itself is quite sci-fi.
Yeah, I think it'll have to be some sort of machine. I don't think it'll just.
I don't think it's an ability that humans will. But then, like when I think of time, so it depends on the size of the machine. If it's something that you have to sit in or like be in, like that's quite a big machine. So maybe it could be something quite small, handheld, like a wristwatch or something.
Like the Omnitrix.
Like, yeah. Or
That'd be fucking dope.
Or like my Apple Watch that I've got on my wrist right now. I could just go boop 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 and bang.
This is not a sponsor.
Hey, Apple.
Hey, maybe
Yo.
one day. One day that'll be a fire sponsor.
I don't think I've ever been.
We'll do one like ad roll or ad reel, and that's all we need. We're set.
The podcast is now done.
Yeah.
We have completed all the ideas.
Fuck the Twixers.
Hey, no, we're joking.
Nah,
we're joking.
We're playing.
We love you.
So you got the little time travel watch.
I suppose that's the only thing that I can think of. It has to be some sort of device. I don't really like the idea of a machine itself. I'm more leaning towards a device.
Yeah. The only reason why I said machine, because I feel like, say like time travel literally just got rolled out. Like it's just like boom.
But my point is with a machine. So with your one, the flaw in it is, I know you said like it's like a projection sort of thing, but like if it was a machine and you physically go, that means the machine physically goes with you. That's why your projection one does work and makes sense. It's just like that just seems like another layer of like science.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But
so I think a device, but I don't know how the fuck that would work. Yeah, obviously, I'm not science.
Science, Bill. Nah, the science guy. Bill. Sorry.
I loved it.
Yeah, good show.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a weird one because that's what I mean. It can take literal all shapes and forms.
But how do so what you do? Like you open up the phone and you're like beep beep boop beep boop, and then you just like fuck it, I'm gonna go. You
just type in a date.
The 30s.
Yeah. Enter.
And like what happens to your body now? Do you like just like flash and just disappears, or?
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. Like you just poof, you're there. Like Jumper. You seen Jumper?
Oh,
like Jumper.
Yo, man. Oh, that really hurts because they teased a fucking sequel at the end of that film, and that film was actually good.
I liked Jumper.
Jumper was like it was a bit of a hidden gem. I don't even care. That film had some potential to do some cool shit.
It's a fun film. I
wanted a sequel.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like a device that would be like Jumper. So you're just bang, you're gone, and you're there.
Nice.
But I also think as well, because of the logistics, it would have to be a time travel and a space travel.
Oh.
So it couldn't be, if I time traveled from one spot, you time travel back to the exact same spot. It would have to be, I would put in like 1930s New York, and I would go to 1930s New York. But the machine itself, or the device itself rather, puts me in a safe place.
Yeah, it's not gonna throw you into like the fucking
in front of a
Valentine's Day massacre with Al Capone.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
So it's just like something like that. So, but I think even that is so pop culture-y, like so pop culture-y. Like I don't know. Like I think if time travel was to ever exist, it would 100 billion% be a machine or a device. There's no way it's going to be some latent ability of like of humans.
Nah, it's not like it's not going to be like some great aliens come in and like this zap us a couple times and like, here you can time travel.
You can time travel now. What?
Oh man, I don't want to get into aliens because I know that's going to be an episode.
We can do aliens one day. Yeah.
We will do aliens. That is on the sheet to do aliens.
But I think I'll fire my question to wrap up this podcast.
All right, here we go.
From pop culture, what is the coolest method, stroke, device, stroke, machine that is used to time travel? Or a little bit of a tier list sort of thing.
Alright,
so run off like maybe the top 3. Because number 1 is 30 and I don't give a fuck. And if you don't think of it...
Okay, alright, let's start off.
Number 1 is 30 and I genuinely believe everyone would say this is the right answer. Okay.
At the bottom, I'm going to say Butterfly Effect, when he has a little journal.
Oh yeah, that sucks. Fuck, that's shit. Yeah.
I think it's interesting because I'm like, okay, So you write down your thing, and then later on you just read it back, and you just time travel to that part. Okay, that's kind of cool. Because when I was watching, I thought, oh yeah, that'd be cool. I write a lot of shit down. That would kind of be cool.
Do you know what? I didn't even think of something like that. But
the ocarina, where you can kind of do Temple of Time thing and just time travel to like specific or reset time, whatever the fuck.
Sands of Time in like Prince of Persia. That's pretty cool, like an hourglass.
Oh, damn!
That's
you just
kinda
made me
cool.
remember that. Now I got to think of my list again. Sorry.
Right, certainly number one is the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
You know what? I was thinking about that one, but
Oh, it's certainly number one. Whatever you say is wrong.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's a lot of effort.
No, I'm just saying, what's the coolest?
Oh,
Like,
the coolest?
Like, what's the best?
See, when
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something cool, I'm thinking of convenience as well. I'm
Oh,
thinking
no, I'm
about...
thinking like, what's the best? Like, oh, that's fucking sick, bro. Like, that's cool
That
as
is
shit.
pretty fucking hard. Like, even
Like
when
a
I was...
fucking DeLorean. Like, I know it's like kind of a cult classic car because of the film,
Them suicide doors are pretty, like, hard as well.
and that's fucking sci-fi.
Is that they call them suicide doors? I heard Kanye West say that, and I think that's
Suicide doors.
the suicide
Is this
door.
some kind of suicide door? I mean, suicide
Oh,
squad?
excuse me, that's not the ones.
Oh, no, those are the ones that open inwards like that.
Yeah, like wing doors.
I don't know.
On...
Cool doors.
Yeah,
Just cool fucking doors.
fuck, cars. There we go. Yeah. Oh, butterfly doors. That's what they're called. That's a fucking sick name for them, actually.
And it does look like a butt. That's, yeah.
Yeah,
But DeLorean's number one.
definitely. All right, cool. I'll give you that. It is a cool way.
I think you have to put, and I don't even know if I'd put this number two or whatever. I think you have to put Doctor Who's TARDIS up there
Of course, you got to put the TARDIS up there,
because
man.
it can do a lot. Because we're not even talking about like time travel. It can do space travel. It's a spaceship. Like, you can go to other planets. You can time travel on other planets. You can literally go anywhere.
How long has Doctor Who been going on for? Like since the 70s, right?
Yeah, I mean, they had a break for like 20 years or some shit. And
Do you have to like watch all of the shit, or can you just kind of jump in and like anything like a comic book?
you can kind of jump in whenever, really.
Okay.
They're okay. Like, I think they run their course for a bit, and then I don't know.
I watched a bit of it. I think because remember they did like an episode in our school.
Did they?
Yeah, there was a Doctor Who episode recorded in our school.
I did not know that.
Because everyone was talking about it.
I did not know that. You'll have to show me after this
After
episode.
the episode, I have to show you. Yeah.
And then I think Steins Gate is pretty cool.
Yeah, with the phone and the microwave and shit. Yeah.
Something a bit different.
Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised that we haven't got like a game where like you have a phone that you can time travel. I feel like there's something exists, like it's like a PS2 game.
Possibly.
Something probably. But
I mean, a day resetting, so like a Groundhog Day or a Death Loop sort of thing, that's quite cool, but you have zero control over it. You die, you reset, or the day hits like 11:59, then goes back.
yeah.
Like, you have no control.
Yeah. No, that'd be kind of scary.
But I genuinely think, I think sort of a further extension of my question, if you had to pick one device or machine, what are you picking? And I think you're picking the DeLorean, aren't you?
I'm gonna pick the DeLorean.
Because you look fucking cool as shit.
I'm gonna go on the M4, hit 88,
Speed camera will hit you straight away because you're going 88 miles per hour.
go back in time and get rid of the camera.
But then we're bootstrapping the thing.
Oh man. Yeah, man.
Because then you get rid of the original reason why you go back in time.
Yeah, they'll probably have to sort out a lot of like regulations to stop things like bootstrapping and paradox leaking and all that.
I think
kind
it's
of shit.
hard though, bro. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I think it should be observation.
Yeah, but like I feel like there's probably so much advanced shit that like the government and like everyone else is just hiding from us.
Well, imagine if they could actually... Do you know what? To end this podcast, I'll tell you a little story about time travel.
Go ahead.
And it's fucking sad. I'm going to say this now. We're going to end on a bit of a sad note. But then we'll do our outro and it'll be fucking like high energy and everything.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking,
Oh man.
before he died, he threw... I don't know if it was for his birthday. I'm not going to say it was for his birthday.
I know you're gonna say, but keep saying it.
He threw a time travel party. So he made it very, very well known in his time and obviously in the future because people would know the event. This time, this place, people that can time travel come back here and we can have a talk. And no one turned up.
Yeah, I heard about that. Quite recently, actually. Someone did tell me about that.
Might have been me, to be honest. I feel like I've spoke about this before recently.
You might have. I feel like I might have seen it on Twitter.
Maybe I said it on the podcast. If I'm repeating things...
I know I repeat a lot of things on the podcast, but...
It's all good.
Yeah.
But isn't that sad?
It's sad, but at the same time...
Do you know what? If I can time travel in the future, I'm going back to that time.
But I think I feel like, just as a little glimmer of hope to hold out that this could be real, I feel like time travelers have to keep secret. I feel like if you tell the past that there will be time travel, then they might do something to throw it off course.
That's the thing. That's
being made.
It's like the butterfly effect. Like that will fuck up the whole thing. As soon as you tell the past that time travel is actually possible. Actually, have you seen all like the people on like TikTok and shit that like say that they're from like the year 2070?
I've seen so many YouTube videos like, yo, I'm a time traveler from 2037. Blah 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 blah. It's like we all live in like pods.
Yeah.
Like the fucking earth opened up and like these alien monsters come running. It's always some crazy shit that you read of like some Stephen King novel.
I mean,
like,
only one of them has to be true for it to confirm it.
Hey, listen, I didn't think that.
But then again, if you throw enough shit at a wall, some of it will stick.
True. To be fair, if I time traveled back right from this part, right, and went to like, I don't know, 2019 and say, yo, 2020 is fucked up. There's like a virus running around the place and shit. You know, economy's fucking trash. People were losing jobs. They're like, yeah, right.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Fucking idiot. I'm gonna shoot you.
Bang, bang. And you know what? On that somber note,
we're gonna end it up here, guys. I know it's been a wild ride of theories, and
it's been a nice episode.
It's been a nice little chill episode, man.
Time travel.
You know, I'm very big on this crazy time travel shit. I do hope that it is something that we can experience in our lifetime, or see.
I'd rather space travel first. I want to experience space travel because I feel like that is actually achievable.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Like they sent out a lot of shit that's like left the galaxy and stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the galaxy, the solar system.
In what, maybe like 30, 40 years time, maybe we can go. I don't know.
I don't want to go Mars.
I don't know. I'm just saying space travel in general.
Personally, I want to know what's in the sea before we go to space.
Oh no, I agree with that.
We haven't even explored the sea fully yet.
There's some mutant fucking fish at the bottom of that ocean.
I'm pretty sure there's like some old prehistoric sea life that has just been dormant just under the sea.
Like the megalodon.
Yeah, like one of those giant fucking like squid monsters. I'm guarantee
like a kraken.
Yeah, I know there has to be something because they found like a shark that's like 100 and something years old in the water and it looks like shit. Like it literally like scars and like missing teeth, but it's living. It's 160 years old or some shit like that. It was crazy. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Die! Like, why are you here?
What you're saying is we should drain the ocean.
Oh god. All right, Team Magma. All right.
Groudon.
Nah, but real talk though, we do need to see what's in the ocean because they all talk like, oh, space. Listen, we don't even know what's in the bottom of the. We don't even know what's in the.
I know.
Like, come on, bro.
I get that. I get that.
Show me Atlantis.
Show me Atlantis.
What do you think about the ocean though?
I don't know. I'd rather space first. Personally, space is more
you're
kind
more
of
a Rocket Man, Elton John kind of type. You know, you're not an ocean man, take me by the hand kind of guy. Okay.
I'm shaking and nodding.
Okay. I feel you. Well, guys, if you like this episode of the Betwixt Idea podcast, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcast. We don't really put it anywhere. It's just literally Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.
Just put in Betwixt Ideas, follow, share, rate. Do the ratings, man.
Rate the
comments.
Tweet, man.
I want some comments.
Yeah, don't be quiet, man. Like, I know people are shy, but I'm not going to bite you. Just comment.
You can follow us on Twitter at Betwixt Ideas. You can follow us on Instagram at the Betwixt Ideas podcast. And we jumped on the fucking wave, guys. We've now got TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean,
trying to get down with the kids, man.
And that's at the Betwixt Ideas podcast, I believe.
And literally, they really put up one thing so far, and he's got like
two things. I put two things now.
There's
2 things now. I haven't checked the second thing.
So the first thing's got like 400 views, isn't it?
Had like 400 plays. I don't know what I don't know the terminology of TikTok, guys. I'm not a TikToker.
We're not a TikToker, man. We're from the Vine era.
Oh.
So we're old, we're decrepit.
Kiss.
My back hurts. I got a mortgage out. I wish I had a mortgage right now. Anyway.
And lastly,
email
us your feedback, and by feedback I mean questions, topic ideas, and just anything you want to say to us at the Betwixt Ideas Feedback. Betwixt Ideas Feedback at gmail.com. Bang bang.
All right, man.
And that wraps up episode 16.
You lot have a good one, man.
And you guys know what we're doing next week.
Next week.
You know what we're doing next week. We said we are doing Death Row.
Death Row Last Meals.
Oh, join us then.
Join us then, guys.
Have a great week.
Peace.
Bye.